Tonight, I wear a hat. James wears a hat. And Richard is behind a low wall. James draws on a board. Richard waves at a man. And I run away from a table. I point at a thing. Richard walks through a shop. And James has some bananas. James drives a milk float. Richard says, look out, backwards. Quite cool! Ow. And I cut my finger on some aluminium. On fire. James catches fire. Richard knocks something over. And I crash a Reliant Robin into a lamppost. A fat man gets murdered. A donkey gets overtaken. And James wears ladies' underwear on his head. Two swans move their heads about. I eat a shoe. And James says he's not fat. I'm not fat. I do a skid. Richard steals some tyres. And James gets kicked in the face. A dog looks over a wall. We drive some chairs. And the Stig does a skid in a supercharged Jag. I eat a cabbage. James throws a bird out of a car. And Richard forgets the abbreviation for America.
USB.
Richard wears a blue hat. James wears a different hat. And I wear a hat with things on it. A sausage gets burnt. A sheep falls over. And our track is all wet. I play tennis. Richard points at a minibus. And James shakes hands with two men. I hold up a jar. James points at a hill. And Richard eats a sandwich. I find a bicycle in a river. James annoys a dog. And Richard jumps over a dike. James May thinks he's a racing driver. Richard Hammond thinks he's Jesus. And I think I'm going to be killed. Our track's a bit foggy. A man eats a snack. And we move about in a caravan. I wear a hat. Richard wears a hat. And James wears a hat. James May faces trial by water. Richard Hammond faces trial by fire. And I drive a Ferrari on the moon. He wears some goggles. Richard falls down a small slope. And James says hello to a man.
All right, mate.